Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing today? I wanted to jump on here this morning. I have a lot of energy, and that's not usually what I'm saying ever. But lately, and man, did it make such a shift for me. My sleep was like non-existent there for a minute. And lately, I have been just making the intentional choice to go to sleep earlier so that I can wake up and just be more on target with I'm a single twin mom of young children. So, those mornings start early and you need your own time in the morning before you start your day to like ground your energy, especially for people like that are empaths and whatnot. But anyways, man, has that sleep served me good lately, because I've been wanting to do more readings and just do more videos, but a lot of it is transmuting energy. And when we do, people like me who are just channelers, open vessels, that can be extremely draining sometimes, but also very, very much, depending on the message, it can actually give you energy. And I'm sure anyone that I'm speaking to that are readers or that are sensitive or empaths, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So take the time for yourself to recharge, or you're not going to be able to do, what God gave you those gifts for. Because how do you pour into someone else if you don't have anything to give, right? So maybe that was a message for someone. Anyways, yesterday at work my gifts as an empath have increased, and every time you take a step along the way, okay, hold on, I'm getting some guidance here. Okay, they want me to talk about how my gifts at first were insane to me. I opened up very fast, like the veil was lifted, kind of overnight thing for me in a weird way. They want me to tell how, because I had black magic done on me. Okay, that stuff is real. Anyways, it opened me, and it was all for a purpose, obviously, because it led me to what I'm supposed to be doing, which is healing and teaching people about self-love and energy. So, but at first it was crazy. Okay, it was very enlightening at first because I felt the good energy at first, and then after that I felt the duality of that. And if any one of you guys are struggling, sorry, I just got I need to talk about this, because this is something I truly struggle with still, is when God is pursuing you for a big purpose, and so is the devil, right? Think about how precious your soul is and how big your purpose truly is. There's going to be times where you falter. There's times where I have just was like, damn, he won over me. Got my emotions, made me lose control a little bit, say things I didn't want to say, right? Lose my patience. But God is always stronger, and your light's always stronger. And remember that. If that's happening to you, you have the power inside of you to demand that, not only that energy to leave, but to shine your light and to show them the way. I know it sounds weird, but huge gift of mine is to transmute energy and to show people. I used to actually just this sounds funny. This sounds funny, but maybe it will help other people. And I made this channel to really be real, so that I could help others that might be going down the same path that I struggled with in my past. But now I have the confidence and the trust in myself and my gifts and my abilities to be able to share them. And I just want to help others along the way that might be struggling with that. I used to transmute energy, or I transmute energy now, instead of just warding off any negative energy. If that makes sense, if you are a bright light, you can shine your light and it will release any negative energy or burn any negative energy around you. But what's even better is that it comes in steps. To go back to my point, what my guides wanted me to talk to you about is, I didn't know how to do this stuff all overnight. Yes, my veil lifted very fast, and it was But it was very shocked. Like, I was extremely shocked. I wanted my life to go back to normal. So I thought something was wrong with me almost. Like, God, why did you do this to me? So I try to do everything to like purify myself. And stay away from all that stuff. But really, everything is one step further. So like, once you get to know, what are those tests called? I always talk about this. And please, if someone knows what this is called, please write it in the comments below. But the tests that get harder as you do better, right? There's different levels to it. There's a test that's like, if you are sucking at the test, right, then the questions get easier. They're evaluating your intellect, right? So that's how it works when you are gifted. They're not just God's not just gonna overwhelm you with your gifts overnight. And because if he showed you what you could do in the end, right, you probably wouldn't even believe it, and your mind would be blown, and it would probably blow your psyche, right? You're just like, no, that's not possible, whatever. You wouldn't even adhere to the idea of it. So what God does is he does it in steps, right? He unveils your gifts. The more you trust yourself, the more your gifts expand. And it's different. And the guides want me my angels, thank you, want me to tell you that you are truly a blessing to this universe. You must trust your gifts, for it is your purpose. Each path that leads you away from that, no matter what, you will be guided back to that, okay? So it will just make it harder, okay? But everything's meant for a reason. You have to trust that. Take each step, and God will catch you when you take that leap. Whew, I felt that, man. Whew. They said that's for me too, right? And it is for me. It's for all of us, really, because we don't see a lot. We don't see energy, right? But we know it's everywhere. Just because we don't see it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist, right? So especially someone that has these gifts or your divine purpose for God, if you are a chosen one and God has spoken to you, your angels have spoken to you, you've had sign and synchronicity after synchronicity that this is meant for you, take the first step, okay? Take the first step. Ugh. So like, I just felt, and we will catch you is what they said. And we will catch you, because it's going to feel like falling, but actually it's not. They just showed me like this chart, like the stocks. It feels like you're falling, but actually you're falling up. It's like a slow progression, right? You're actually falling up. How do I say this? Oh, they're showing me an escalator. Yes, as an escalator, but each step that you take is a leap, but then you feel like you're falling, but actually you're flying, and it's going to lead you to flying. Okay, now they want me to do some cards. I love this. This is why I made this channel, because I used to just sit. I really went into a time in deep hermit mode where I separated myself from everyone, and it came from a lot of pain, right? But I also wanted to go inside myself and do a lot of healing. So I spent a lot of time by myself. And then my gifts really started unlocking, and my communication with my angels, with guides, during different healings, I started trusting it more. And then I almost felt like a crazy pants, right? Because then I would go around people, and then I'm like, I feel like I'm leading a double life here, right? I'm like living in the 5D, which I love to be in, because it's the real life. I feel like the 3D is just so flat when really we live in a world of magic. I know it sounds like it, but we really truly create our own realities. So if our minds think magic, then it is magic. And if it's negative, then it's going to attract that. And I really was in a place of healing and just learning who I was as a person, so that I could change my life, honestly. I was sick of the suffering and pain, getting hurt and betrayed by people, not having boundaries, not loving myself accordingly. Okay, they said it's time. They're like, pull a card. I digress. Must say, I love that my angels can keep me on track. Okay, so this is, ooh, it says guarded. I'm using the inner wisdom. Okay, so I don't know. Look, ooh, the energy is intense. I'm kind of shaky. Guarded. Of course, it is normal to have your walls up after being hurt. We were just talking about that. But after a while, your walls may be keeping out just what you may need to heal. Take a chance. What is that message all about? Weird. They're like, you need to look further into yourself for this right now, but it's also for someone else, the collective, that needs to hear this. This whole message is about taking a chance. You know, I sometimes would get confused with being guarded and having boundaries, right? Especially as an empath and someone that's being hurt. And I overlove, to be honest, I love everyone. I really do, because I have the gift of seeing through people. And I tell you what, alhamdulillah, thank you, God. It's the greatest gift in the world. It is to see the beauty in any single person that you meet, no matter their race, their color, their income. It doesn't matter. Like, I truly get to see people for their soul and like their purest form. And and my goal is to like help people see it in themselves, because it's a beautiful gift to have, you know. It is. It comes with its pros and cons. Don't get me wrong. But with the guarded message, they want me to go back to that is, it's like you've been hurt time and time again. And, ooh, this time is different. I see love coming in. Oh my gosh. I'm like zoning out. And if you channel, you know what I mean? You kind of like almost black out there. Like, I'll literally say things like, people will be like, you know, when you told me that it happened, and I'm like, what? I don't remember that. You don't really. Anyways, there's a board, like one of those, what's it called, boards, like that actually changed. They're like a billboard, but they changed. And as I said that, it switched to like a Valentine's Day, like chocolate, and it just said love something. Anyways, there's love coming. Ooh, 122 on the clock. Confirmation. Actually, 1222. So have faith that it's coming. Don't give up. But also, I think this message is about, don't be too guarded. You know, like, open your heart enough. You can't be cold, especially if you carry a pure light, right? Just have boundaries. People are going to show you who they are, and trust that. You're in a place where you've done the work now. Now, your frequency is going to match your frequency is different. They're telling me this person's the real deal who's coming in. Should I pull some, okay. They said we don't have time for that because I do have to go to work. Okay, let's pull a few more on this then. What is around the corner with this love? Angels, guides, please talk to me about what can this person do to help themselves be more open? That's a better question. Now that they're on the same frequency with this love, what should they do? Is there anything they can do to help align with them? Have humility. That really goes in line with actually being guarded, right? I think when I've been guarded, especially with like relationships, or like I have a bad taste, or maybe it reminds me of something in my past where someone did betray me, and it maybe triggers something that's inside of me that it might happen again. It says life has a funny way of teaching us humility. However, the greatest lesson to learn from our tests and trials is not to be bitter, but to be greater. This is about opening your heart. And no matter how many times someone has broken your heart, right? Especially the empaths, right? Because we're deep feelers. Everything is a lesson. You were meant to teach them something, and they were meant to teach you. This is about lowering your guard no matter what, even if this next person, which it's not going to happen, it's not written for this. From the guys, they're like, we're really enforcing that. Put your walls down. It's better this time. What did it say? But to be better. Don't be bitter, okay, about your trials. They were all for you, to serve you, to make you even better for your actual person, right? 1444 on the clock. My angel number's 44. 444 is just a double confirmation for anyone. So let's do one more card. This is going to be a shorter one. Oh, they just, okay. So my guides, I'm getting a message. They want me to say, when you take this leap forward, ooh, it's gonna come with a gift. Oh, a gift that you're not used to receiving. You're not used to receiving these kinds of gifts. You need to be open to it because you're worthy and deserving of it. Oh, okay, I get it. Don't let it catch you off guard. Be open to this and open to receiving it, because you're used to things coming with a price, right? You're like, what's the agenda in this? Usually people are serving a purpose for the reason why they want access to your energy. It's usually comes with some illusion, and then they pull the rug from under you like, gotcha. That's what they're showing me. This one is not the case. This is like very channel. They're like, look at the camera. This is not the case. This one's meant for you. And there's no attachments that come with this gift that comes with this blessing. That's how I'm saying it. Should I pull any more cards? They just said enjoy it. Enjoy it. Be open to receiving it. And know that it's something you can trust. And you deserve it. And the humility... Life has a funny... They're like, look at the cardigan. Life has a funny way of teaching us humility. Is your belief is going to completely change about people when you get this. Because for the first time in your life, it's funny because every single time now you think it's all... Ooh, how do I put this in words? Every time you always thought it came with something. This time it's not. It's funny how life works. It's going to come... You know, I have to be honest. I feel like it's to do with like, it feels like money. It feels like you're getting like maybe you're meeting the love of your life and it's coming with money, or maybe he's going to help you with money. I don't know. It feels like it's, maybe they're going to, I don't know. That's what I feel. It feels like it feels like some sort of, it has to do with money. They just said enjoy it and believe and receive. You're worthy. It's not coming with anything, but just enjoy. Pulling one more card, comfort. It's coming to bring you comfort. You guys. If you're a reader and you do these, isn't it just like sometimes you're like, was this message for me? Or this is my collective that's on the same timeline for me? Because my own life has kind of been my guides have been telling me this. But they're like, this is for you too, Ashley. It's to bring you comfort so that you may take the next step to help serve others in your gifts. It's time. At certain times in our lives, we all need to be comforted. Allow yourself to accept the comfort of others and learn positive ways to comfort yourself always. Oof, I love this, you guys. I absolutely love this because you deserve to be in your feminine energy. Okay, whether you are a woman or a man, and if you've struggled through this and had betrayals, you get this comfort. Feel this comfort, and it's just, you get to feel this joy for the first time, I feel like, in a long time, if not the first time. So I hope this message brings clarity and healing and inspiration, but also just trust what your guides are telling you. Trust like in your prayers and your answers, your signs, your synchronicities, that what you're feeling is coming, and be open and deserving to it, that this time is different. Okay, I hope you guys have a blessed day. If this resonates with you, please like, subscribe, and share. Comment below. I want to hear if you guys are, connecting with these messages, because I'm telling you, each time I do this, it's, I feel like the message is for me too. So I'm like wondering, is this resonating with you guys? I want to know. So I hope you guys have a blessed day.